Another day, another grind. Well, this is the loser bracket fight again. Yeah, it's me on the Wood Elves and against unlucky Spotify on Corn. And our perks in this fun perk tournament is I can only use units with magical fire attacks, poison, all those good stuff. And he can only have units without shields. So it's easy for him. He is corn, so everything is kind of bumping um, and crunching and rumping. So he has the Chaos Lord of Corn. Then we have two Exalted Heroes of Corn and Bloodletters, Bloodletters, Bloodletters. That's the front line. And here is a Warhound unit also as well. For me, I went with a very interesting build, as you could see. Sisters of Twilight here because they are flying and they have magical attack plus poison. Then we have magical attacks with the Dryads here. Then Deepwood Scouts, a little bit of those nice Blade Singers here. And yep, here it is, another Dryad unit, the RR version here, and then Glade Riders. And for my reinforcement army, to be honest, I went pretty nuts with a dragon, with a, I think, even treeman. Yeah, let's fast forward as usual. Everyone takes the first spot, and I'm immediately getting here surprised by the Chaos Warhounds. Have to maneuver a little bit around, taking the Dryads here to engage them, and a lot of shots going in. Deepwood Scouts here shooting with their nice magical arrows in them. Also, nice shooting by the Hagbane Tips. And yeah, Blade Guards, well, probably a little bit, yeah, compromised here, but not bad enough because, as you can see, the Chaos Warhounds of Corn immediately are broken and running off. Here, as you can see, I'm trying to poke down all those units here that are approaching the point. I am a little bit behind the pillar here. I don't know why. That has no use whatsoever. And now those Blade Singers, I think they will have a good time here against those Bloodletters. Bloodletters against Blade Singers, nice engaged, and now they are fighting. We have the Sisters of Twilight in the back, and now supported by those flamey arrows here. Good stuff. And this unit immediately folds and disintegrates. Another Bloodletter of Corn unit here also disintegrating. Wow, I didn't notice that when I was playing. I was just surprised how strong I performed here. But nonetheless, 2 points are in the clutches of Corn, and Corn is really trying to go with the Bloodletters for all of my shooting units. And when I look at it right now, it's really, they can maybe reach one unit, but they get poked down by 1, 2, 3, 4 other units. So that's good stuff. Knights of the Brazen Throne now here moving into the Glade Riders, and there is the support, the Race of Frozen Hearts. They are trying to stop the charge, and now more and more shooting damage here. The Chilling Aura. Wow, that is also pretty nuts. Really clutch here, having those Chilling Aura units here. Those Knights, they can't move. They have minus 30 move speed plus. All the stats are reduced. Here, Bloodletters moving in. They probably will, yeah, crunch those down here. Yeah, smacking and backing. But support from the air here is given by the Sisters of Twilight. Blade Singer still online. I think they kind of destroyed like 2 or 3 units here. And now I try to go for the Hero Lord Core. And my first summon here, Hawk Riders, with their ammunition. They are untouchable, and that is pretty pretty great, and I picked them really because of that. And the Firebark Elders trying to hold them down, and it works out. I don't have the point yet, but I can move in slowly but surely and probably get the point once again. Those Dryads here, they are, yeah, broken and running off. And nonetheless, the shooting gets really, really more and more value here. We have a couple of units that are gathering value here. Another Chaos Warhound unit moving in and immediately half HP gone. Wraith of the Frozen Hearts now going once again for the Chaos Knights of Khorne. So, unwillingly, I'm maneuvering my units pretty well here now when I see that in the replay. And I could say, yeah, that was all planned, but no, it was not. But it turned out pretty amazing. Sometimes, you know, we say in German, a blind chicken also finds a corn. So, you know, that's what happened here. Other than that, my flying units are kind of, yeah, they're superior. They are really, as you can see, I could focus down the Lord a little bit. He is on 3k HP almost, and then another charge and another charge of arrows here, so he has to move away, and I can slowly but surely maybe take control of point number 2. Other than that, one thing happened here, and we can see that slowly. In a moment, I will summon, yes, here now, I summon a Great Stag Knight unit, moving through the woods and taking the back objective. And that is pretty cool stuff here, because I'm low on points, so I have to make a move, and this is exactly what the doctor ordered. White Hunters of Kurnos here, getting rid of the Chaos Knights of Khorne. Pretty good stuff. They were, yeah, beaten down. For now, Khorne is really on the back foot. I just wonder how unlucky Spotify has so many supplies, but he doesn't really turn it into units. He could swarm me now with everything he has. Like that is basically like 3 units for sure. Value wise, I'm checking here now, that's kind of amazing. Like I'm double the amount here. That's crazy. I was pretty nervous in the match because I never think that I'm performing as well as I sometimes do, right? Exalted Hero of Khorne now is moving in. Glade Guards probably getting a beating here, and but point number 2 is in my hand, plus those blood letters here. They are no match probably for those Wild Hunters of Kurnos. I'm trying to attack a little bit, hold it down, and those Dryads here really good. Yep, they make them probably a little bit slower, and as you can see, they pack a punch. Yeah, we can take a little bit away from, chip away those HP points here. Other than that, still Bladesinger unit online, Firebark Elders online, and then a lot of flying units here. I use the ability, I think, once more, Eagle Quiver, and then the ammunition is running low, but my focus is now the Chaos Lord of Khorne. Getting him down is probably something that I really, really need. Or is it just the single arrow? Maybe it's also the single arrow. Okay, what happened here? I summoned a dragon. So as I said, I had a couple of units here that were a little bit different, but it turned out pretty well. Look at the Chaos Lord. I gladly trade a dragon against a Chaos Lord in this situation, because now the Exalted Heroes, they're kind of, yeah, having a hard time. Point number one is kind of getting a little bit taken, but that's just because this Lord Israel running away. But point number two is a little bit in danger, but as you can see, I took point objective number 3, and now the points are getting higher and higher. Triple count here, 3, 9, and so on. Now the idea is here to charge into the bloodletters, because stop them to get to the point, right? When I wait for them, that's basically not what you want to do. Plus it's a shock cavalry, so that is what you want to do with those units. So position kind of secured here, once again in the middle, and there's not much more coming in. Another bloodletter of corn unit, but we have the forest dragon. He can probably use a little bit of his breath attack, and then we are good. But he is swooping in. That is what you want to see. Is he? Ah, he is not. I don't know what's wrong with him. Probably I gave him a wrong order here. Yep. And we are here jumping in once again, or shocking in once again, fighting in the woods even. So yeah, a lot of little things come together, and that makes a good outcome for me, I would say, right? I think that, yeah, they are forest stalkers, so it means they are better in those situations. Then we have the exalted heroes here. I'm trying my best to focus them down, but he also has, yeah, focused, like, too many units are here, right? Too many units are down on that. We have Wrathmongers now. They having fun to go onto the Great Stag Knights, and now moving off the screen once again. Slowly but surely, you can see here, Korn and Unlucky Spotify is trying to get the points, and we somehow both are gathering supplies. I don't know. I was a little bit, yeah, I think, sweating and was pretty focused, so I forgot about my supplies, and I think I will summon even a treeman in probably soon. 6 ammunition still left on the Sisters of Twilight, so great use here by me. Other than that, yep, point number 2 still in my clutches. Points are getting higher and higher. I have an idle unit standing here, but yeah, I'm unsummoning the Hawk Riders because the ammunition is gone. And then I learned something. They are not coming back with ammunition, as I remember. Wrathmongers here, they have to be focused down. They are a tough bunch of corn units here, and they're fighting against the dragon. We have a little bit of a beast on beast crime, I would say, even though those guys are more beasty than the dragon, right? What do we have here? Warhounds came to support their Wrathmongers, and they will now nibble in the back. Oh no, they're just running through and going for the dragon. Oh, but the dragon is in air once again. We're moving in with a couple of riders once again to soften up the blow. And what is that? We have Minotaurs of Corn here. So yeah, Unlucky Spotify still trying his best, and I really appreciate it, because that made the match even more sweaty for me. But I would say that somehow the mobility and the range wars was on my side, plus a couple of things that are probably very favorable for the Wood Elves, like flying units, flying archery units, right? So you can always chip away a little bit of HP. But Spotify told me that the worst thing was, or the best thing for me was, that the Blade Singers probably really destroyed 2 or 3 units in a longer fight. Minotaurs of Corn, they are here, but the points are ticking, chipping away. I guess when we play like 2 or 3 minutes longer, it looks maybe again different. Yeah, let's get into the values. So we have here, yo, those exalted heroes really took a long time to um, run around the battlefield and do damage. Bloodletters in general is not that bad. Like, I mean, this value here is pretty nice. And when we come to the um, yeah, to the reinforcements, yeah, there was not much. I could really counter a lot of those knights here that came, and that was pretty crucial. On my side, yes, you could say those blade singers, they survived pretty long, and all those other units, look at that value here. I know they probably cost the same, but I assume in domination, that's kind of a nice value that you get from one unit. Other than that, also this kind of unit here, Starfire Shafts, did really great. Um, the longer they survived, the better it was for me. And then plus, Hunters of Kurnos, right? And the Lost Sylvan Knights, they could perform pretty great on the battlefield. I mean, look at that value. So that's almost like half more than they cost. And yep, the Hawk Riders, pretty gimmicky, and the Dragon as well. But somehow it worked out. So for now, I'm gonna fetch myself a green tea.